Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today and Tarot. My name is Mel Rose. This is the Tarot portion and the second half of my daily astrology vlog, which you can check out on my other channel, Astrology Today with Mel Rose. Over there, you'll find a description of the day's astrological aspects as I have them here. Here, I'm going to discuss the tarot card that sits on the side of the page. Then I'll play another card that in the context of today's astrology may give us something more to think about. So let's get into it. The card that currently sits on the side of the page is the Two of Swords. And it's here because it relates directly to the sun's transit, the first 10 days of the sun's transit in the land of Libra. Libra is an air sign, and swords in tarot represent air element symbolism. Air element symbolism is about our thoughts, our plans, and the way we use our words, okay? And so we come to the Two of Swords, and this is a person who it looks like they might be at a point of choice or indecision, a bit of a crossroads. I look at the positions of those swords that serve 10 and 2, and I think time is of the essence here. I see that they are blindfolded, so, you know, it's almost like they're limited in their ability to perceive. Almost like two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry, I could not follow both, right? So, you know, we're having a hard time figuring out what choice we can make. Or in some cases, we may know which choice we need to make, but we sort of regret or resist giving up the other option as well. In the meantime, our emotions are back here, rippling in our ears, talking to us about what would be good for us. The moon is up there, you know, eliciting our instinctive and intuitive knowing about what kind of choice we had better make, right? So it's a good time to tune in and listen to what's going on in your heart and what's going on in your gut. Trust your gut, your guidance, and your intuition right now, because like I said, with the 10 and 2, time is ticking. The longer you wait to make a choice, the fewer options you will have once you get started. So now is the time, now is the time, as my wife would say, to shit or get off of the pot. Okay, and with all of that said, I'm going to go ahead. I was supposed to be shuffling these cards, but I stopped. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for just a second and say thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like the video, click the notifications bell. I post here every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing, right? So yes, thank you for joining me. With that said, okay, we have the Ace of Wands. I think we've had the Ace of Wands recently. The Ace of Wands sort of represents, well, wands in general represent fire element symbolism, okay? So fire element symbolism is about our drive, our determination, our sense of initiative, motivation, and momentum. It's about forward motion. It's about taking action, okay? So, you know, Ace of Wands sort of covers all of those qualities and says, you know, sort of like, once you get that baton in your hand, go ahead and run with it, right? Once you have this beautiful opportunity, once you've made your choice, you know, rejoice in that, okay? It's a big thumbs up. It's a heck yes. So go ahead and you know, take advantage of the inspiration and opportunity that is available to you there. And taken together with what's going on the chart today, I see this moon in opposition to Mars here, and I see the, you know, that Ace of Wands there with Mars right here at the top. So Mars is our fiery planet, is the ruler of Aries, which is our cardinal fire sign, right? And Mars is sitting in Gemini, is going to be sitting in Gemini for another 6 months or so, I believe, because it's about to go retrograde. But Mars is all about that initiative and that forward motion. It's about taking action. And, you know, in Gemini, Mars is a little frustrated, let's say, because you might have to try something a couple of different times. It's not as simple as just knowing what will work and going and doing it and having that completion, right? And getting the trophy or whatever. It's really more like, try again, right? So understand that while Mars is in Gemini, we're going to get lots of second chances, and possibly we're probably going to need them. So take advantage of them when you can. The moon is in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. The moon, this is where our hearts grow wings, and we seek out sort of more interesting problems to solve and bigger truths to understand, so that we can, come back and share them with the rest of the world. It's an adventurous spirit, Sagittarius is, and Ace of Wands embodies that spirit of adventure as well. And then you've got Chiron and Jupiter over here in Aries in retrograde, saying, let's talk about what is ideal. Let's talk about what actions we can take to bring us closer to that expanded sense of what we can be, do, or have. What actions can we take to, to have that, to get the higher education we're looking for, or to do the traveling we're looking to do, or in general, just to have those experiences that expand our sense of ourselves, right? So that's what we're working on a lot, is like, what do we need to make those expansions, and what do our ideal circumstances look like, right? The Chiron is also up here in Aries and cardinal fire, saying, we've done a lot of personal healing of social wounds, and we're really just trying to knock down the old defenses at this time. You see these shapes on the chart with these purple lines all interconnecting. We've got this sort of cradle here that says, we're doing a pretty good job with the work over here. Even all this stuff, although this stuff is retrograde, we're treading water pretty well, right? Especially when it comes to being able to dream up what would be ideal circumstances for us, and to think about what actions we can take that would bring us closer to, that bigger, better version of our lives that we'd like to be living. All the good stuff seems to be sort of weighted on this side of the thing. So over here is our Sun, Mercury, and Venus, like three of our closest, most personal planets, sort of resisting and opposition, looking for conflict, looking for reasons not to receive the healing, not to receive the messages of what actions we can take, not to receive those dreams of ideal circumstances, but we're receiving them anyway, okay? We are picking up what they're laying down, and we just have to be willing to do the work, okay? We have to be willing to make the choice, right? And go with it, right? Once you've made that choice, understand there's just no going back. You can't go back. You can't get on the medical track and spend 5 years in school for it and then decide you want to be a lawyer, unless you want to go spend the next 5 years starting over in law school, right? So, you get on that one track, you seize the baton, and you just run with it, okay? Listen to your emotions, listen to your instinct and gut. And also on the page today, we have this do what you will work kind of vibe. Saturday is Saturn's day. Moon goes sextile to Saturn today, and it's a good time just to get down to business, take care of business in the heart and home. And then Venus culminates in opposition to Jupiter today. It says that it's a really good vibe to connect and celebrate, but moderation is going to be key, right? We don't want to overindulge at this time. So do what will work. Think about that choice that you're trying to make. Think about that crossroads you're at. Listen to your emotions and your gut, your guidance, and your instinct. Do what you will know will work, and just take it. Make the choice. Make the cut. Say, this is what I'm going to do. Grab that fiery stick and run with it, friends. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about it. I truly appreciate you being here today. My name is Melrose, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today and Tarot.